All right, my name is David Key. I am 57 years old. I graduated from Michigan in 1991, played for Bo Schembechler's last 4 teams, have 4 Big Ten championships. I also was born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, and currently reside in Columbus, Ohio, where I also have 2 daughters who are Michigan graduates and out in the Central Ohio area, killing it, to be honest. Played defensive back, of course. Was fortunate enough to have an opportunity to play a little bit in the NFL. I jokingly say had a cup of coffee in the league. Quickly found out I had a bit of a talent for personal training. So with my degree in kinesiology, started a training business and literally have been doing it since I got out of the NFL. And that was 33 years ago. So have seen a few different sways in the economy, a few recessions, changing how we're doing business through COVID. So still alive and well and trying to save the world. So my welcome to Michigan moment actually came before I actually got here. On our recruiting visit, we were the #1 recruiting class in the country. Some names that you guys obviously would know, like Ward Manuel, Beta Murray. Interesting enough, Ward and I fell in on that trip, became close friends and been friends since. And, I make a lot of trips to Ann Arbor. I'd love to have a running count of how many times I've actually made that trip. Obviously, I went here, had 2 girls that went here, all of the events and friends and things like that. But when we were on our recruiting trip, thanks to Mr. Garland Rivers, who I always give credit to because my whole playing style was emulating the way that he played, and it gave me enough ability to be able to make it to the NFL. So thanks, Garland Rivers. But also, we're on our recruiting visit, and for what reason, we don't know, someone started a fight with Garland Rivers. If you guys don't know Garland's one of the toughest SOBs that ever walked the planet. And why someone would choose to fight this individual. And of course, Garland had a reputation for, as someone started some trouble, it was a one-punch deal and then the guy was on the floor. So out of that camaraderie of the hustle and bustle of us forming bonds, I have a saying that friendships and bonds are made when you jump through fire, when you overcome adversity together. Can't make a sword without some adversity. We got a nice quick lesson of teamwork and camaraderie right there on our recruiting visit. Of course, out of that circumstance, I want to say all but 2 or 3 guys that came on that visit committed to Michigan because, heck, now we're in it. Exactly. So that was my welcome to Michigan moment. Of course, my degree being in fitness, one of the things that I am super passionate about, particularly with athletes, is putting them on the right track to getting healthier. The thing that we have to do is kind of change our mind state. There's a big difference, especially with football, from training for combat or for, in my situation, training for aesthetics. Huge difference. Now, you get healthier along the way. The other stuff is the window dressing, but anybody who's been in any kind of shape or if you can move at all can make a serious impact to their health. One of my favorite stats in fitness, if you were doing an accumulated 20 minutes of exercise 3 times a week, no matter how you get there. So basically, if I accumulate an hour of exercise per week, regardless of how I get there, I lower my rate of heart disease and diabetes by 150%. That's your #1 and #2 killer. All you got to do is get up and move. I jokingly tell people, don't do what some knucklehead fitness professional tells you to do. Do what you will do consistently and build a lifestyle from that base point of consistent exercise. Everything else comes second place to that. From a diet standpoint, your hydration is absolutely the most important. And I have what I call the tripod of fitness, where everybody understands you need to eat well. Everybody understands you need to exercise. The third leg of that tripod is your rest. If that is out of balance, you do not have a wellness program. You're just doing stuff. You just exercise. Now, while that has benefit, we would much prefer to make sure that you're getting maximum benefit out of everything that you do and to be able to change your mentality to a frequency mind state rather than what I call a Western mentality of always trying to outdo the last workout. My friend, that is just a road to burnout and also injury. What we want to do is vary those intensities. Good to get on it every now and again to push your intensity, but every workout that you do in order for it to be effective should not be balls to the wall. Excuse my language for the kids. But you got to make sure that you're doing it consistently. And again, everything counts. Heck, if you're a horrible dog walker and you're only walking your dog 3 times a week for 20 minutes, that counts. You are getting in better health. If I jump up and down on the bed 60 seconds, 60 times a week, that fits the bill. Just I encourage people, get active, address things and knock those dominoes down as they come. But that first one is make sure you are active, make sure you're hydrated. There's my sermon for the day. First one.